Okay, so I went ahead and did the tutorial over again since the demo save didn't carry over, and I didn't figure there was any reason for you guys to sit through me doing the tutorial again since we did that when I played the demo. I did forget one thing though, so give me 1 second. So I'm trying to be better about actually tweeting at the start of these things, and I completely forgot. So just give me the 1 minute it's going to take to do this. I probably should have just put the starting soon screen up, but eh. We have stopped. There we go. Alright. So, for those who do not remember this game, which is unsurprising because it's been a little bit, it's since that Next Fest session, this is Mr. Oak. Basically, take something like Shiro and the Wanderer or any of your Mystery Dungeon games and make it real-time instead of everything moves when you move. That's the main difference off the top of my head. And also, the dungeon is very much alive and moves. We'll get into what I mean by that when we get in there. I've already cleared up our gear. We've got the field dagger, the old shield, the fleet fruit bracelet, and a pair of rings of speed, because daggers get better from speed. Let's go see how this cave goes for us. As usual with a game of this style, we start every dungeon at level 1, and as you see there, you lose a bunch of your stuff if you die. So, ideally don't die. Looks like there's 6 floors to this cave. There's a rumor a monster waits at the bottom floor. He could have left something in the bottom of this living dungeon. Let's go. As you can see, the dungeon's moving around. That's what it means when it's a living dungeon. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a nuisance. There's workarounds for it that we'll get into when they become relevant. Grab some money. As you saw from that rectangle on the ground, there are attack markers for the enemy's attacks. You will want to use your dodge roll to get away from those. We're already getting tore up pretty bad because this is a little hard to see when the floor rises up in front of the camera like that. And as you can see on the bottom there, we have a whole array of skills we can use. They will always be attached to the weapon you've got in hand at the time and the items you have equipped. Thankfully, when we gain a level, we heal. So, that's the other reason why I'm not too worried about taking damage. Now, this may seem like an insurmountable issue. But that's what we brought these maze stones for. You can create tiles yourself as well, which is very handy. Room Maker Maze Stone. Ah, 3x3 unit in space. Neat. I don't think those were in the demo at all. Now, there is another chest we can see on the map to our left here. And in some spots, as you can see there, there's actually paths that will spawn that you can't see unless you see the mist there. Enhanced Weapon Spellbook. Enhanced Weapon Spellbook, rather. Okay, adds +1 to 3 to a weapon. Neat. I don't think I'll use that on this field dagger, but good to know that that exists. Stab this guy. And as with multiple mystery dungeon type games, you'll notice we do have a hunger meter. You don't want to run out of that. It's gonna be a bad time. Just gonna drop that thought for you right there, right now. I don't know how to turn the camera up, because the tutorial didn't tell me that. That is, of course, if we can even turn the camera. Which we would appear to not be able to do. So that's an inconvenience. But the minimap tells us that there's a chest over that way, so we can find it either way. It just might get a little tricky to path. We wanted this one. Whammy bracelet. Adds extra damage to enemies with status ailments. No, I'll keep my fleet-footed bracelet for the time being. Because with the haste skill we have from that bracelet, we can make our dagger do more damage. Not to mention, just going faster is always nice anyway. Now, to cause myself some trouble, I did turn off the auto-aim the game has. I do recommend leaving the auto-aim on, because it will make it a lot easier on you. Okay, they're immune to burn. That's what the game's trying so desperately to yell at me about. That thing up there, I presume, is the thing that's immune to burning. I'm being very impatient, which is what's getting me hurt so much, but again, we heal by leveling, so it's not the worst. But you really should be doing hit and run like that a lot more, especially with the dagger. Oh wow, that thing seemed dangerous, but a hasted knife really just took it right out. I think there is backstab damage, but I'm not certain about that. Because we do seem to crit more from behind, but that might just be a coincidence as well. Another level. And it's like nothing happened, except everyone other than me is dead. There we go. We can go back to town using that crystal, but we're doing really well right now, so there's no reason for us to go back. I really thought I'd be able to reach him up there. Turns out I was wrong. I probably need an actual, like, sword or something to reach up there. Which, another difference from the demo is you were given a choice of 3 weapons on your way through the demo. I chose the dagger. There was a lifesteal weapon and a big sword as your other choices. I went with fast weapon because I like fast weapons. There's a chest, and I don't remember if I opened it over here, so I'm heading back to go get it. Yeah, I did open it. Okay. Yeah, it's not ridiculously fast-paced or anything, which is why I put it on for today. It's not a perfect fit for this time slot, but it was the best time slot I could think of for it to fit into without waiting longer. And I like this game, so I did not want to wait. Impatience. Do I have any? I do not have any more of the little stones, and I don't know if I want to burn a 3x3 going over there. Because I don't know if that chest has anything worth going over there for. Hey Crimson, how you doing? Let's go to the next floor so I don't dump myself down a random hole. If you fall off, you take damage and just get put back up on the ground, so it's not the worst, but it's not great. Living cave is forming. What's happening? Well, the cave is moving. It's alive, so, you know, it does that. I've been doing alright so far. Looks like a tough enemy's appeared. It's a good opportunity to try out a new weapon. Some monsters have passive skills and resistance to status abnormalities. You can check the monster's passive skills and status resistance by using tab. Thank you for telling me what the game already taught me minutes ago, but yes. So it hits harder if we have more most of our health, and it's immune to knockback. Got it. Okay, he's got a shoulder check. So far, none of his attacks are too bad. That first swing of the wide sweep's pretty fast, but other than that, he's not too bad. I can just sit here and pick him to death. Ah, there we go. Now he's got friends. Go ahead and speed up. You'll never catch me. Okay, you can catch me with that. Yeah, that's a little bit of a different situation there, isn't it? When you just start hitting everything, it's kind of hard to miss. Though it does seem like his pattern's a bit controllable. As long as you stay in a certain position relative to him, he spends most of his time doing a couple of those. That was a tough opponent. Might be a good idea to use the green teleport stone and go back to Ludgar, or group before moving forward. We're fine. We got mildly inconvenienced, but we're mostly fine. Okay, so I can add the thing that the whammy bracelet would have had. That's another thing I can get into now that we've got a couple scrolls. Basically, how these work is these empty slots on each piece of equipment can be filled by the information that's on these scrolls. So your equipment is very customizable, which is always nice. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to use either of those, though. They don't give me anything I really need. I will go ahead and put on that critical ring that I didn't realize I picked up, though. We'll just carry on. There's only 2 more floors left of this dungeon, so we can probably handle it. Ooh, I say as I get absolutely chewed to pieces. Sometimes I make great decisions. And then there's times like this. These are doing a lot more damage. And again, the game did warn me. I should have listened. Nothing new there. Yes, I know I'm getting hungry. I've got bigger problems right now, game. Hunger for blood. Okay. 68% hunger now. You would think a tiny little knife like this wouldn't do much to a golem. Also, the floor rising up and blocking me in, not ideal. Not ideal at all. That's interesting. Might have to deal with that. Okay, hold that thought a second. I just saw something very interesting happen with my CPU, and I need to figure out what happened. And why. It may or may not have just spiked to 98% for reasons. So bear with me just 1 second while I figure out what that was about. The hell was that about? Hold on there, Windows. What the hell did you just do? Interesting. I think we're okay? I think we're okay now, but that was certainly interesting. To be on the safe side, I'm gonna knock this down a step. And continue keeping an eye on that. Yeah, no, it's going real high on the CPU for some reason. Interesting. Has that been impacting the stream? Does anybody see anything weird happening on your side? Because if you do, let me know. And I'll see about fixing it. Because I think I know what else I can adjust to make this play ball a little nicer. But I'm surprised it's taking as much as it is. Okay, good. I didn't think there'd be a problem since it never fully ran out of resources, but just in case, I always check. That's fair. Hey there, Blowfish. Hope you're doing well, dude. Get back here, you cowardly goblin. What is this? I have no idea. Oh, that was a regular potion, and then there was a maze remover stone next to it. That's why I got confused. I was looking for a maze remover potion, and I got very confused. There we go. Burn spellbook. These spellbooks are single use, by the way, so if I pop it, it's gone. That's why I didn't use the enhancement book that I found earlier, for example. I have a clever scheme with this room remover stone we just got, though. I need to find a big nasty thing. Well, we're not getting over there. Not without putting the 3x3 and then hoping I can jump the gap. And I'm not playing that idea right now. That ain't gonna work out for me. Let's go ahead and top our hunger up. Okay, that's a one-way road. Noted. There we go. No more golem. Not gonna bother removing the floor under him because he's not much of a problem. He dies pretty easily. Okay. There's a little bit of road over here. Where's this lead? To another one of you, huh? It's that drop. Okay, you know what? Let's find out what this does. Just sets them all on fire. You know what? That's fine. This is what we like. This is good things. Everything is burning. You want that shield. Because, you know, there's never too much danger to be looting. Exactly. You understand. Chaos and burning makes things more fun. Taking this. Skilled Slayer, huh? I don't know about that one game, but sure. Let's see. What do we get? Sudden Strike. Inflict stun for 2 seconds by 9% when dealing damage. Oh, okay. So there's a 9% chance to inflict a 2-second stun. That's what that's trying to tell me. The English on this is still a little shaky, it seems, but it gets the idea across. And I'm actually gonna take the shield off because I forgot a skill that the Field Dagger has. And when shield is not equipped, increase your speed by 20%. Since speed makes our dagger do more damage, we may as well ditch the shield, because it really doesn't give us that much more defense. And since we attack a lot, we'll go ahead and put the Sudden Strike on the Field Dagger. Because it'll have a decent chance of actually triggering. And, you know what? Make a room. we go. High potion. That was worth going over there and getting, because we need the health. There we go. We are getting into a dicey spot now. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Damn here, you. Take it easy there, big boy. Throwing a tantrum ain't gonna save you from my knife. I am speed. Gravity wide. Oh, that was an inconvenience. Thankfully, the same thing happened to a golem, so everything's fine. Sleep skill book. Yeah, I think my CPU is not liking the amount of effects happening all at once. We're gonna bail out of the dungeon here, though, because we were getting into a real bad spot. Dealing with that burning guy was probably gonna kill us if I didn't bail out. We definitely want more rings, but ideally more good rings. This defense ring is not bad. We'll take that. A smarter man would go in on buying, like, the healing bracelet or something. But I like my speed. I gotta go fast. We don't have any more room on our daggers, so getting these scrolls wouldn't help us. And I don't think you can double up on skill scrolls on something, so that doesn't go anywhere either. We will buy more potions. You can carry up to 10 weight into the dungeon initially. Gonna sell that shield. I'm gonna keep the knight shield in case we get into a bad spot. I can throw the shield on to protect myself. And sell these. And I'm actually gonna put these away, because there is a storage in this game, right over here with Latte. I already put the old sword I started with in there in case I get into a position where I have nothing left. You never want to be completely bereft of anything in this kind of game. Ideally, anyway. That said, you can just punch things. If you end up with no weapon, you can just punch your way to victory if you really need to. Now, back in floor 1. Level 1 as well. The advantage is we can keep increasing our gear, because our gear stays with us. Yeah, I'll probably play this for like an hour or two, so you guys get an idea of what it is and how it works, and then we'll go do Shining Force as scheduled. I just wanted to show this off because it's fun. Because I very much like this genre of games. There's not enough of them out there anymore, really. At some point, they just kind of stopped making as many. Aha! Another high potion. Excellent. And packing more potions this time, I'm confident we can make it to the end of the dungeon this time. As long as I don't do anything boneheaded. Which, you know, no promise about that. Specifically because it's going to happen. I'm going to do something stupid and either, like, fly off a cliff or set myself on fire or something. So that's the content y'all are here to see anyway, probably. Ooh, shiny things. What is this? Bronze Ring of Speed. More speed. You know, this is exactly what's going to lead to me flying off a cliff, is I'm going to get too much speed, and I'm just going to zoom off a cliff just touching the button. Because note that each of those are stacking. We're currently at 132% speed. Zzz. And yes, that is affecting my movement speed every time. So I'm just steadily going faster and faster and faster. Against all better judgment. And this is without haste even being on. If I turn haste on, I'm just gonna go. It also means we do a stupid amount of dagger damage. If I can ever hit what I'm swinging at. Come on, mate. Please. This is why you turn auto-aim on. What? Interesting. Thankfully, the stun is proving very, very helpful. It's compensating for my inadequacies quite nicely. But you'll notice we're tearing through everything a lot faster this time, without even getting a new weapon, because we've made the weapon work better through side effects. Because synergy. Damn it. Okay, fine, we'll go up this way. One of these will take me where I need to go. Thank you. Before he sets the whole world on fire, because that's my job. There we go. There's no path here. That's what I forgot to buy. More path stones. Oh well. We'll just have to make do with not getting everything. Because you can definitely jump pretty far by rolling off an edge. Not that far, though. At least probably not. You know what? Let's see how far we can go with the high speed we have. Not very far. Okay. Let that be a lesson to me. That gravity is a harsh mistress. Something we all already knew. What? I guess there was a hole there, huh? Okay. Yeah, we're also not getting to the treasure dome there because we don't have any way to get rid of that wall. Well, sad days. It seems like it only hits the 90% for CPU now when it's really going ape. Which is fine. Exactly. And sacrifices need to be made to appease gravity now and then so it doesn't throw me into space. Yeah, this fight is going a lot faster with our increased damage. Though the same thing I said during the demo applies now. The attacks from enemies could still do with a little bit more feedback for some of them. Because his swing really... You don't notice you're taking damage from it, aside from your health went down. And on the screen. Makes it a little hard to tell it's happening. Another Room Maker Stone. But that does still remain the only complaint. That and the weird CPU usage that's happening. But a good chunk of that was also OBS drinking in CPU for some reason. Which it wasn't doing before, so that's mildly concerning as well. I may need to look into what the hell it's up to with that. Thief shield, huh? No. Ah, activate Thief Stance regardless of shield equipped. Okay. That said, not giving any defense, but we can use it with things that would give me a shield skill. It's basically an extra skill slot. So that's actually fantastic. Yeah, basically what I'm planning to do about that CPU usage situation right now is we're going to play it by ear for now, and if when I go to Shining Force the CPU usage is still spiking crazily, I might take things down for a little bit, figure that out, and then come back with Shining Force once I figure out what the computer's doing. Since it's not currently causing a major issue for either the stream or the computer, I'm not gonna stress over it. It's just worth keeping an eye on to prevent it from becoming an issue. So realistically, nothing should be taxing this CPU this hard. So that's what's making it get my attention. Ooh, another Roommaker Stone. May as well use it here, then. I wasn't gonna use one because I only had the one, but it was convenient. Okay, that goes on a bracelet. Do I want to have such a good skill on this bracelet, though? I also could have a second bracelet, and I'm an idiot. I should have put on one of those bracelets I put away. I think either I'm remembering wrong or the demo only allowed you one bracelet. I mean, it makes sense. I have 2 arms. Of course I'd be able to wear 2 bracelets, but you know. Or you just, like, you know, bracelet, 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 up all the way up the arm. I mean, I am probably going to be using haste for a while. But at the same time... It's a choice. People have done it. You know, sometimes you gotta go with function over form. And sometimes you just gotta be a fashion reject. Also, wow, this room is terrible. I could put them all to sleep. Or we can fight them on the bridge where their numbers mean nothing. Next. Sometimes all it takes is a little bit of strategy. We are slightly poisoned, which is an inconvenience, to say the least. But we got through it. Everything in here is dead now. So what was the point of this? Was this just a death trap? I guess this was just a death trap. Well, joke's on them, it was their death, not mine. I don't have any food left. Well, that's gonna complicate matters, isn't it? That is most definitely going to complicate matters. So I forget if you start taking damage when you're out of food, or if you die when you're out of food. It's one of the two, I'm pretty sure, and it's not good. Really don't want to uncork this mess here, but in the interest of getting a chest, I kind of have to. Thankfully, by the power of haste damage, we could just rip right through that. Hunger's under 10%. We're in trouble. I've made bad life choices, and now I'm being punished. Ooh, enables the use of an HP drain spell. Yes. Absorbs 40% of damage dealt as HP for 10 seconds. Okay. Okay. You have my attention. Ah! Well. I expected that attack to be a problem. I didn't consider the concept of getting knocked off the damn level by it. I probably should have just activated the health drain and stayed on there. Because if I just didn't move, it probably wouldn't have knocked me off. But I tried to dodge, and it then took my momentum and sent me to space. We could go to the boss fight. Yep, we will decrease HP. We need to leave. We can't do that with no food. That's not happening. It's unfortunate, but that's just how that's gonna have to be. This also means we can sell these knight shields we picked up. Yeah, and the goat shield. Even though the goat shield's really good, I don't need it for this setup. And I could put it away, but eh. I'm not that worried about it right now. Fill up on food. Grab some Pathmaker stones. They're still only selling mostly the same things, so we can get another speed ring and just keep going even faster. No, I'm not going to go that silly. I could, but I'm not going to. Okay. The field dagger we already have is a... No, it's not a +2 at all. It's just a regular. Four out of 6 of our rings are all speed. Pure speed. If I had put the stun thing on this knife, I would probably just buy the +2 knife as an upgrade. And it would still technically be an upgrade. But at this rate, I may as well use the enhanced book then. And now it's the same as if I bought it, so... It's all good, all balanced. Is there anything I want to give to you so I don't lose it? Not really. Everything in here's pretty replaceable. Okay. Now let's do this again correctly, shall we? Get back down here, you Digimon-looking bastard. Another Pathmaker stone. Excellent. Of course, now we're gonna be buried in those when we didn't have any in the last attempt. Such is life. Ooh, a sword. Ooh, a piece of candy. There we go. Okay, yeah, the Wind Blade is actually a sword. It does have long-range attacks, which is neat. I'll probably put that in storage if we make it out of here. Because right now we're fully kitted for knives, so there's no point in swapping. We could probably take a look at it. Yeah, you know what? We'll at least put it on and see what it does. Okay, so it's got a default ranged attack as a sword. And its right click's also a ranged attack. Neat. That's a very good weapon. Explains why it's a rare weapon. But again, the synergies. I have way too many of them all piled into this right now. So if we get in danger, I could always swap to the Wind Blade and just pick something to death if I need to. It's not like we're set in stone with what we're holding. That was interesting. Something just kind of shot up into the air there. Son of a bitch. Don't make me put a path down to get out of here. I'll fucking do it. I don't care. See, all I had to do was tell them I didn't care, and that's what got them to let me out. God damn it. I thought this was gonna go up first since it went down first. Game's just trolling me with these goddamn moving floors. Because remember, the dungeon has a sense of humor. It will fuck with you. I have, if anything, proven that numerous times already. Panacea to cure stuff. This is a profitable little death corner over here. Another shield. They really want me to use a shield. Joke's on them. I don't know how shields work. I know heedless aggression and nothing else. Come on. Up, up. Up, up. Up, up. I said up. Thank you. Of course, this room again where everything rises up. Oh no, it's big scary guy. Missed him. Oh no, he's stunned. Which I love that I can stun him. Don't love that he can stun me, but I guess that's only fair play at that point. Yeah, we're actually resoundingly durable for somebody without any defense, considering we have a regen and a lifesteal now. So as long as I don't stay stunned for too long, we're really not in much danger. Let's see, Iron Shield is just really good defense. And Isa Shield, that's the one that protects you against status ailments. That's the stunning one we saw before. Okay, that accounts for everything. And of course, we've got Potion of Excitement that raises our critical damage. Missed me. Whoa there. Guess we'll need to pick up the pace, huh? Now, the reason I took the auto-aim off is I had multiple instances when I was playing this during the demo where the auto-aim would try to yank me off a ledge trying to attack the wrong thing. But I would still say the auto-aim might be better to keep on rather than off, considering the amount of times I've missed instead now. So, pick your poison on that one is the answer, really, in the end. Because the getting pulled off cliffs really wasn't that big a deal, because more often than not, it didn't actually get me off the cliff, it just scared the shit out of me. So it's probably not that big a deal. But I wanted to try out the non-auto aim. And now seemed as good a time as any to try it, because it would be funny watching me flail like an idiot in the wrong direction. And so far, it's paid off exactly the way I expected it to. It's like, there's a monster somewhere around here. Where is it? I don't know. Somewhere. I'll hit it eventually. It's also afforded me greater control over my movement, which is the other thing I wanted. So I'm not suddenly getting pulled back toward the monster I'm trying to get away from when I try to attack and move at the same time. So I do definitely remember getting hit more than a few times because of conflicting interests. Our golems guarding the exit. Don't really need that. We have the make forward progress exit over here instead. If it'll let me get there. Okay. Goddamn trolling floor. You know it's bad when even the floor is picking on you. I might have been able to chuck myself off of there and make it, but I didn't want to gamble on that right now. Because this run's actually going well. Of course, now that I said that, I'm gonna get shot in the foot anyway. And I know that. But, you know. You gotta tempt fate now and then for comedy. Potion of concentration. Lord knows I need those on a regular basis. Well, this is bad. This is a bad day. Well, I'm burning her again anyway. There we go. Getting kind of tired of these fire guys, not gonna lie. They're everywhere. Oh, no you don't. That was funny the first time. We ain't doing the same joke twice. You walked in the wrong neighborhood, buddy. There we go. I don't know how he didn't set me on fire on my way back in, but I'll take it. I'm assuming the initial burn is only on the start of that move. There we go. This is the bottom of the cave. Is it true that there are monsters in the bottom? That's a sentence. Well, good news! A werewolf! Is that the leader of those wolves? Gee, I wonder, could it be? Maybe. It's fast. Not super durable, though. This is gonna be over before you know it. Especially if I just do this, and then just go toe-to-toe with it. Okay, that's a bit more of a problem. Because, of course, what would a werewolf be without its pack? Oh my god! That explains why it's not super tanky, because, Jesus, that hit really badly. Eep. Activate regen. Dodge! Ah! You and your friends are dead. With a longer ranged weapon, this probably would not be so bad, but my tiny reach is making hitting him a trial. Because he is just bouncing around like somebody told him he's going for a walk. He's gonna kill me by virtue of being untouchable when I try to use my goddamn lifesteal. I can be faster, too. Got him. Did I defeat it? The ominous atmosphere is dissipated. And I think I heard the ground moving again. I'd better look around. Fancy shield that I'm probably not gonna use. Fancy shield. Shield enchanted with fire has a chance to inflict burn on attacking enemies. Neat. And it's 10 more defense. But oh, that speed drop. Ooh. Can't do it. Not gonna be able to do it. Like, I would pair it with the Wind Blade, probably, so I'll put both of those in storage and use those in the future at some point. Probably with the Vitality Bracelet, since it increases attack when your health's high. It looks like a diary on the ground. Let's have a look. May 3rd, 1748 of the Continental Calendar. I've come to explore what people call a sentient cave. It is as if the cave is alive. Animals like the wolves that dwell within have been turned into monsters. It is only a matter of time before the taboo of the mazed shall take over Lutgar. According to her research, the calamity of Feral continues to exist to this day. There is no time to waste. I have to reach the top of the Feral ruins as soon as possible. This diary is dated 1748 of the Continental Calendar. That's 7 years ago. It coincides with the year my father disappeared. Taboo of the Maze? Calamity of Feral? What is that about? The diary mentions Feral ruins. It's the ruins that is located nearby this cave. I might find something at the top of the ruins. I'll just have to go and find out. But first, I'd better return to Lutgar and prepare myself. Da-na-na-na. There we go. We've cleared the first dungeon in the first hour. New dungeon, Feral Ruins, has been unlocked. Mist has returned to Lutgar. Mist's level has become 1 due to the return. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Mist, welcome back. Glad to see you safely returned. How'd everything go? I found an interesting diary at the end of the cave. Diary? How intriguing. What's it say? It mentions some taboo of the maze and calamity of Feral. Do you know anything about that, Lupo? Feral... That could be about the Feral ruins. It's rumored to be the remnants of a prosperous kingdom that got destroyed overnight centuries ago. It's also known as the first living dungeon that's ever been discovered. I see. Calamity, kingdom destroyed overnight, first dungeon. All that could be connected. Lupo, I should also mention, this diary was written 7 years ago. I mean, it could be... Yes, it could be written by my father. Well then, you've got to explore the Feral ruins now. Yeah, I guess this could be the lead I was looking for. Let's see if her shop changed as a result of that. And... she's got better stuff now, so yes, I would say the shop changed. Probably because that was Baby Dungeon, and now we'll be going to the real dungeon. Which on that note, I said I was gonna play for an hour, and then go to Shining Force. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't kind of torn. As if it's opening up a lot more mechanics and such, I feel like for sake of showing people, I probably should carry on, but at the same time, I'm probably going to be bringing this around on another day, so that's a good cutting point. This Poison Dagger has a lot going on. Actually, it does, but it doesn't. It just has Poison Break instead of Triple Stab. and it has inflict poison when it hits. It just looks like a lot more. And considering how strong poison, how strong triple slash is, I don't know if I actually want that poison dagger, especially since it's only a level 1 poison dagger. There's a lot of nice skills in here, too. But with that, as I said I was going to do, we're going to go ahead and swap over to Shining Force. Especially since the CPU usage has been getting a little wacky. It's more important that I check on that than push further with that. But what did y'all think of that game? Because I certainly enjoy it, but I don't know if it's everyone's cup of tea. Which is why I was just running it as an intro thing. And like I said before, I couldn't figure out where to fit it in. So, it was always a thing. Now I'll get Shining Force loaded up and we'll be on our way. Yep, that should be correct.